When you put it up in the chat, I'll join it on the tablet.
Make sure, let's get that stream in the Discord Rapid. Good evening everyone, welcome to Race 3 CDR Formula 2. This week I've got a good guest, special guest, Captain Nibs. Say hello to Captain Nibs.
Hello everyone, how are we doing?
So, good to have you lad, better than talking to myself.
Yeah.
So, pint side is straight on the chat already, quicker than me mate, every week. Toby as well. Hello, sir. Let me just get that in. Why am I doing it on the fucking laptop? Lock that in there.
Did you put a link up for the stream?
No, I was being a bit of a blaze pest and I was doing it on the laptop instead of my phone.
I was looking for it and couldn't find it.
There you go. And it's up. Just in time for lads to ready up. One shot quali as per usual. See, I think JJ's taken the last 2 poles, so he's the guy to beat at the moment.
Yeah, he's quick in these F2 cars.
Oh, is he?
I always try and use his setups when I was doing it. Still could never match his times.
No, I've not even driven a lap in these cars, to be honest, mate. Not used them.
Oh, they're something else. They're great fun, but they take you have to sort of learn how to drive again. It's really weird.
Yeah. I've not got time to practice, bro. Literally, if I'd be on it, but I do this instead because I don't have time to practice, but I've got time to do this.
You don't have to practice this though, do you?
No.
I practice talking crap all day, so it's fine.
You'll be eating air then, lad. So, drivers sorting the setups out. Let's go through the standings from last week. JJ extended his lead out in front, doubled his points, more or less, from the first week. I think both of the some team Trident, both drivers in the Trident are not here tonight, so that's not good for their points. It's put me on board with Anderson. I can't change because it just starts at different points. So flicks it into turn 1. Let's get the signs up. They all come through at the same time on this, mate. It's madness. Like, you can't really watch anything. Just stick on with one driver and just see how they do. Oh, he takes the ball out on the inside there. Goes to the sharp hairpin. Pins it down the back straight. They look like they're not used super softs in quali. Is that not allowed?
I don't think they're on this track. Maybe it's good.
They're not. Oh, it's track sensitive, isn't it? Yeah. I think they're the soft tyres. Yeah, they are. It's a nice chicane. Avoid them curbs. So Andy gets airborne through the exit. It's the second chicane there. Jesus. Turned into a plane for a second, that car.
It's such a hard track, this track.
Ah, I love it. I love it, me lad.
It's one of those tracks that I've never really spent much time on. I think I could grow to love it if I'd done more laps around it, I think.
I had an hour or so the other day on it, just for Sunday.
I do like the sound of these F2 cars.
Oh, they're insane compared to the F1s.
That little whistle they've got when they go down the straights.
That and the little popping, mate. F1. I've heard that F1 are going back to V6 or V8. It's one of the two.
Yeah,
Mechanical
possibly.
retired. JJ puts it on pole at the moment. 135 flat. He gets pole again. Wow.
Yeah, I think JJ's the one to beat, to be fair.
Oh yeah, JJ and Toby's been battling him for the last couple of races and he takes P2 as well. So JJ Paul, we're
Top
135
4 are quite
flat.
close.
4 grids separated by 2.5 seconds. It's not bad going that.
No, not in these F2 cars. And one-shot quali as well, so...
Yeah, literally it can be all over in one corner on that. So there's your starting grid for this. Well, that's for the feature. Reverse top 10 for the sprint. I think it's 10 laps and 17. Do the setups differ much to the F1 setups at all?
Yeah and no. Some things change. Like obviously, these cars produce a lot less downforce compared to an F1 car, and their diff and on-throttle diff that changes a lot, and the brake balance. You have a lot more forward towards sort of front rather than the rear.
Right, I have it more front on F1, but I want that to feel mad that. Yeah.
I mean, I have mine on. Normally, my brake bias is normally 54
Yeah.
on an F1 car, but on these F2 cars, it could be anywhere from 56 to 58.
Wow, that much.
Yeah, it's the only way to get them stopped.
That's mad that.
They don't stop at all.
No.
The gears are weird because when you're slowing down, you in an F1 car, you sort of have that rhythm of going down, and then in these cars, you go down and you don't have to change as quickly, and it's just really awkward to try and slow them down, especially on the first couple of laps when the tyres are cold. That'll be interesting to watch. The first corner's comes up quite quick on this track.
Yeah, it's not a long run. It's quite a tight left-hander as well. See, though, I'm sure they'll make it 3 wide at some point. Right, lads are on the grid. See what tyres they're all going for. I think they all went for the medium hards on the sprint last week. Everyone on the mediums. Max starts on pole, back from Carl. Chip and Luke taking the second.
I can see the tyres now.
Yeah.
My controller's out of reach, so I've got to sort of move my position to be able to change things. I was hoping it'd stay as it was after qualifying, but it didn't.
No, all changes. They need to change that on the new game. Just keep your settings the same.
It's all weaving. They're so hard to get tyre temp in these cars. It really is.
Yeah, you've not got the speed going through it. The bit of rubbing. Yeah. They do look sick. Nice how they've left the wheel rims off them. So, let's have a look. JJ, full send Dave. Oh, JJ's the last one. See, that's where it confused me. Yeah, so full send Dave qualified in P11, starts P11. Then Wookie and Clay.
Yeah, they're the top 10 of reverse.
Max has moved himself up to pole. As he comes through the stadium section to finish off the formation lap.
How many laps is the sprint?
I think it's 10. Shorter races, aren't they? They're not as long. A lot of weaving from Max.
We're going to be struggling towards the end on these tyres, I reckon.
Yeah.
This track's quite a tyre-sensitive track, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, and it wears all 4 quite even. There's not one certain side. So, final driver takes his spot on the grid. No, it doesn't. Oh, it's just
going straight off at the back.
Well, yeah, well, maybe not. I think mechanical had other ideas there.
Missed starting box, got lost.
5 lights. Oh. And away we go for the sprint race in Abu Dhabi. Carl and Luke take P1 and 2 straight from Max up into turn 1. Quite a few overtakes that did.
Great start.
Went through turn 3 down towards the hairpin. Luke's already gained 2 up in second. Max is tangling with Dan. What was you saying, mate? You couldn't see something?
Carl got an excellent start.
Carl, where is Carl?
He's in first place, or was.
He's in third. Big battle for 3rd and 5th. Airways getting sandwiched by Chip.
All I could hear was their cars. I couldn't hear you talking.
They are loud. Is it on board that? Is he on board with someone?
I'm on board with Max.
Yeah. Max has lost a couple of places at this opening lap.
Yeah, he's back down in 4th.
But we're in Airways coming at the start of sector 3. Airways pushing Were through the corner there. Yellow flag is at 4. I think Wookie's off in the background. Wookie's not having a good time in these F2 cars, I've got to tell him that.
They are quite difficult to master. It's just they lack a downforce and grip and stopping power.
It's like driving a bus compared.
Yeah, it's just this 3rd and 2nd gear. If you drop it down at the wrong time, it just makes the car want to snap, and it's just so horrible.
Luke's all over the back of Carl. Just 3 attempts.
JJ's got past Were. Or has he? Were's going to fight it back.
Captain Nibs Colin, lad. Where have you been? Who's second on comms, lad? Getting told. Big train going down that DRS zone. Got P8 up to P15 all in DRS. P6. 10 cars.
Were and Jay Leto are fighting for this position. I think Were's got him now. Jay Leto's in front of him now. Only just. Oh, he's kept it. He's made it stick, I think, through this section. Yeah, he's got him. Oh, maybe not. He had a wiggle. He's in front. He's got him.
Yeah, so got Verstappen up 5 places in P14, made a good start. Wookie's down 7, he's your biggest loser up this moment. He's boxed as well, must have had damage. Put a fresh set of tyres on. Tell you what, these don't know if it's the F2 cars or the tracks, but like round Jeddah was so close all race, and then this is more or less the same.
It's the positioning of the DRS straights and where they are. It just, you can't lose a DRS unless you've got a lot of downforce through the first and final sector, but then you lose out on the straights. It's one of those tracks. It's very hard to find the balance of setups.
Yeah.
It is good fun though.
So most of the field there. Everyone just Chip's just made the move on Were, I think. Oh no, Airways is trying to get through. Airways is biased out the way. Were's going to be looking at Chip. Is he going to try it on the inside? Does try it on the inside, does Chip leave in the room? Does Chip tries to hang it down the outside, keeps the place still from Were's a spinner in the background, that's Airways spinning. It's going through that final little hairpin. Lost it on exit.
Oh, and he's got wing damage as well.
Be in for a new one. Worst 38 seconds off the pack. Chip's still holding well off here for the time being. Lost some more pack. I'm going to be putting the pressure on Ware for a change. Everyone going slightly wide in turn one there.
Collins at the back of that DRS train. Must be so frustrating being stuck 'cause you can't do nothing, you can't overtake or anything. The car in front of you's got exactly the same straight line speed.
You can just see them all there. It's just, oh, it's got 12 laps in the sprint, mate. It's a bit longer than last week's. Yeah, man.
There's a bit of a gap to Chip and Jay Leto now, though.
It's Collins saying Ware has wing damage. Does have an end plate missing. That's why it's fast down that back straight. Oh, Dan picks up a 10-second time penalty for cutting the corner. Is that for taking to P1? See what happened there. I'm sure that'll be something will be said about that later on. As Dan has took the lead from JJ. I think Dan was there or thereabouts last weekend with JJ, just didn't have it in at the end. I think he came third, so they're looking for a win tonight.
Yeah, I didn't catch the last race, unfortunately.
No.
It was a shame because I do like Jeddah. It is an amazing track in any car.
Yeah, it is one at best. Mad how fast it is for a street circuit, but it's insane. Yeah, 10-second time.
One little mistake.
Yeah. Oh yeah, easy.
I mean, this track's not much better. The walls still come up pretty close. Some of the sections and stuff. That final sector is the one that always gets me.
Final sector. What that? Oh, another 10-second time penalty for Airways. Wonder what's going on there. Sure, we'll find out. Dan's dropped Carl by 2 seconds in a lap. Wow.
Well, if he can open up that gap enough, then that time penalty won't make a difference. But can he open up a 5-second gap 10-second gap in that many laps?
Yeah. Gonna be tight, 2 seconds at the moment. Done that in a lap and a half, so see if them tyres hold on to the end. Everyone's still in the mediums. Airways just pitted for a new set. So from second all the way, all the way to 14th in DRS still.
Oh, it's insane. It's so hard to overtake with DRS as well.
Ware's got 4.1 seconds to try and catch Max in front. And then he's onto a big pack of cars. Could see some late overtakes here from Ware. Well, anyway, he's taken second from JJ. JJ, oh, got a spinner in the background. That's
JJ spun.
That's JJ. JJ spun.
He's gone all the way back down to 13th.
Ooh. Only top 10 score in the sprint. So we'll be getting naff all from this race.
Yeah, he might have pushed a bit too hard on the first few laps.
Dan's got a 3.3 second lead to well anyway at the front. Carl's fighting him for P2 though. Thinks better of it. And we got the yellow flag for something. Ware's getting chipped finally. It took him a couple of laps. Go on, attack Mario.
Might lose him down this straight though. Stay on the back of Ware.
Gonna watch him.
Yeah, he's got the chips just gone round him.
Set him round the outside.
Yeah,
Nice move from Chip. Toby's
got it.
just goes wide. Ross picks up a 3-second time penalty. Multiple track limits. Max has held up his own here. He drops a couple
he's
on the
done quite
start,
well.
but he's stayed in P5. It's not bad at all, that. Dan, just keeping that 3 seconds.
The Hound's just got a 3-second time penalty. Track limits. Airways has just got another 10-second time penalty.
Some more and you'll be disqualified. But
Daylighter's just got past mechanical. Back up to 12th. Can he get back into the points before the end of the race, do you reckon?
who's that, mate?
Daylighter.
JJ. Oh,
Yeah.
1.7 seconds. 5, possibly. Yeah, could. He's just made a place already on Nerf Pack.
Yeah. That's 2 places,
Yeah.
I think, in 1 lap.
Bit of a spin there from JJ, cost him big points, I think. You got Force Dave and Ross swapping places. Little battle
up to
through
8th, innit, for
sector
points?
3. Pardon? Oh,
Points
yeah.
is 8th, innit? In the
You
sprint.
might be telling me something there.
I don't know. Have we changed it for slightly less?
Yeah, sprints 1 to 10, bro. So
1 to 10. Alright, fair
yeah,
enough.
P1 you get 10 points, and then down 1. Then yeah, everyone scores.
Yeah, you
and
just got to make up 1 more place. Then.
Yeah. Lucas dropped back from Carl. It was been close. Just dropped. Got Max all over the back of him. 4.4 seconds to so he is bringing that.
Yeah, Luke's lost the DRS to Carl now, so that gives Max the opportunity to catch up.
We're just making it past Chip once again. We're still continuing with that damage. Everyone taking that curve really hard. That
Yeah, all 4 wheels off the
bouncing
ground
over
then
that,
for the
yeah.
first Were and Chip.
Chip's looking, Toby's looking at the back of him. Up the inside, does Chip, shuts the door, says no thank you. Good defensive drive. Oh, Wers just picked up a 3 seconds. He did not need that.
No, it's going to drop him back to a few too many places, I think.
Yep. JJ's only
little gap in the
4.8.
cars,
Well,
back down to 11th. He's in a DRS train.
JJ's only 4 tenths behind Carl now. 8 people watching. Quite a few more. It's about average. It's probably most of the races, to be fair.
Yeah. To be fair, I do like having it on when I'm driving around. It gives you an idea. The track map doesn't really give you times. It's nice. There's a little bit of a delay sometimes, but it's still enough to sort of plan your pit stops a little bit better, or you know where your rivals are.
Yeah.
I'll get my wife to sit there and tell me what they're
My
doing.
missus does the same, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's on it. Little Bono side in the corner.
Yeah.
It's got to be done. Force and Dave and Ross having a little battle at the back.
JJ's got past Clay now.
Back into P9. That's to put on a bit of recovery drive from that incident.
That gap's opened up to Carl and Luke a bit more. But Max has still not made much of an impression on him. He's still sort of hovering around that 0.6. Doesn't seem to catch him that much on the straights.
No.
Luke might have less downforce than Max.
Yeah, that's why he's catching him through sector 3 and that, and then just can't. It's not got that straight line speed.
Almost pushing him through those corners.
Carl wants that P2 spot or the race win, depending on if Dan gets his 10-second time penalty removed.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that, how they've managed to do that.
Don't know for sure. I remember
Unless
last year it was
cut
pit
a corner
entry.
quite severely.
There was something on pit entry that people weren't happy with, and I don't know if it's that. But I didn't have anything like that happen to me on it, so it might just be F2.
This game in general is just full of bugs.
Yeah, still, and they're bringing the new one out. Right. Sort the old one out first. Just keep
Max
updating
might
the
have
old
him on
one.
this bit. Yeah, it's gone up the inside of Luke. That's going to give Luke DRS down the next bit.
Yeah, he tried for a switch back, Luke. Maybe Max should have waited till this straight to try and get him.
Definitely.
Sending Luke round the outside.
It's a slightly easier corner to do round the outside sometimes. You can carry more speed, but Luke, we're side by side.
Who's going to give it up? No one's going to give it up.
No.
Good side by side racing from the two. Max just sticks his nose
That was
in.
very good, very close. Max just nips him in front.
Yellow flag in sector 3, and that's gone. No safety cars, take that.
That is going to give Luke DRS down the next straight though.
Keep on for his battle for fourth. Toby and Chip. Max just
Max
picks
has
up a
got
3
himself a
seconds.
penalty.
Yeah. Ah. Wounded. Let's just
Right,
kill
only
that
lose
battle.
the one position.
Yeah, there's a decent battle going on with Chip and Toby for that spot. It's going down the back straight. DRS wide open. Gets the move on Chip. Chip down to 7th. Not bad for his second race though.
Who's that?
Chip. No
In the
practice.
second race?
Yeah, no practice. Jumped in last week. I think he finished.
Nice.
I think
He's
he
doing
finished
well.
9th
7th
last
place.
week. Yeah. Nerf Pack Tier 3 driver also is 3.3 seconds being done by Clay.
Toby's managed to make his way up to 6th place. Luke and Max are still fighting. What 3-second penalty?
Yep.
It's a nicer feeling when you beat him on track, I must admit.
Yeah. Got to be done racing and all that. Were picks up another 3-second time penalty. It's going to drop in. It's P17. Four-way battle is Luke's teammate Clay being hounded by Nerf Pack on this final lap.
Chip up the inside.
Is Toby gonna?
I think he might have given Toby DRS though down this straight, so might have gone for the move a bit early.
Yeah, he has. Just help him get away a bit more. Luke and Max have finally got the move. Finally got the move on
Chip's
Max.
going to get DRS into the next straight though, so he might get him. This might have been a well played, well thought out move.
We'll see.
Stay on with Chip.
Max is thinking about the same on Luke. He gets him round the outside into that final hairpin. Just a straight little bit of stadium section.
Didn't quite have enough down the straight to get past Toby on that bit, I don't think. Still behind. Oh, Toby goes wide.
As Dan comes round the final corner to take P1 in the sprint in Abu Dhabi. Possibly could have that removed, we'll find out. Carl Trim takes P2. That puts into P1. Carl takes P2. Dan only drops to the final podium spot. Luke takes P4. Just behind Max, so Max's time penalty cost him in that little battle there.
That was a good little battle between Max and Luke. Shame about the penalty.
Yeah. JJ's been dropped down to P12 with that time penalty. Did he have a time penalty?
All of that work and he goes no points. Such a shame.
Start on pole in the sprint in the feature race next though. So
yeah, I reckon he's gone.
Only DNF is Airways. Didn't see who got the fastest lap. JJ gets the fastest lap. I don't think it counts if you're not in the top 10. I don't think that's in the rules. I have to check that.
Don't know. I don't think I've ever gotten fastest lap.
No, I've not either. I don't know how people do it.
I've tried, but I've had it and thought, yeah, go on, and then somebody just comes in and does it straight away. It's, I forget it. Got lucky because I was the first one to pit. I think that was it.
Well, anyway, he takes his place on the top step. Can he do it again? His foot was looking for a while. Yeah, I don't say anything about being in the top 10, so he will get that extra point. So he won't finish pointless, lad. He'll get one. There's your final results.
Well, did Jay Leto get the fastest lap then?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so he did.
Toby with damage all the way through. That's not what you need.
That was a good little sprint race.
It's all different grid. See how this pans out. Will JJ just sail off into the sunset?
But he's not immune to making mistakes, so...
No. Oh, dear me. Right. So look at the constructors rapid. See who is where. ART. P1 only 1 point behind Premier. They're in P2. That's close. You've got 11 points to Dams. And just 13 points. So you got the full grid. Well, P5 to P9 in the championship separated by 24 points. It's a race win, that
is. Pretty close.
One good weekend, you go from the bottom to the top with that.
Especially if everyone ahead of you has a rubbish weekend.
Everyone has them though, that's the thing. Is it going to be... Is it happening to the right person at the right time?
But there's always a track that suits other people's driving styles, isn't there? So there's always going to be a track on the calendar that somebody's going to not necessarily be able to perform good at.
Yeah. Good point, lad. Right.
There's a couple that I'm absolutely terrible at. It doesn't matter how much practice I do, I just cannot get around them. Monaco's one of them.
I've not actually driven Monaco yet because we don't do it on air, so I've not been on it. I keep meaning to get on it, but I never remember.
I know it's probably a split opinion amongst a lot of people, but I personally think it should be off the calendar. I can't stand it. It's a parade.
Yeah.
You can't overtake, you can't do anything, and it's just watching the cars go round in the same positions they qualified in.
Yeah.
I think they need to either update it or remove it from the calendar completely.
too much money involved to get rid of it though, isn't it? That's why they do it.
If they can make tracks like Jeddah that are street circuits, then it's doable. And what they've got another track in France, haven't they? Paul Ricard.
Yeah, they don't use it anymore.
I know, it's an absolutely amazing track.
It's a good track, that.
That was in last year's game, I think.
I think it was, because I played that recently, and it's not on here.
Nice. So they've kept Portugal on this game for some reason. I don't understand why. It hasn't been on the calendar for a while.
No.
But it's one of the only the tracks that's ever sort of stayed on it. They could have kept Hockenheim and all of the decent ones, but nope. They keep
We'll
Portugal.
get rid of them.
Yeah. The ones that people want to race on.
See, could you give a bit of insight on these strategies? Because people seem to be going opposites to what they go in the F1 cars. So they're starting on the softs, going to the mediums. It's mad. I don't know.
I personally normally start on the mediums and try and finish on the soft. But in the F2, it's probably because you just get more grip, gives you a little bit more sort of confidence, and then when the car's lighter, the medium tyres will feel just as grippy as the softs at the start.
Fair enough.
And everyone else, if people sort of tend to start on softs, it sort of dictates what other people do, because it's you want to be competitive off the start, really.
Oh, fair enough. I want to follow that. Right. 4 lights, 5 lights. How long are they going to keep them for this week? Oh, it's quite a while. Lights out, and away we go it's not Jeddah, it's Abu Dhabi for the feature race.
JJ got a good start. Well, anyway, got another good start. He's up into second place. Oh, no, Fandango's in second place. He manages to keep it.
See what everyone's getting through clean through turn 1. Didn't see anyone drop too far back apart from Airways at the moment. Oh, Dan.
3 wide.
Dan with a 10-second time penalty. That's another mad one, that Dan. Max and Carl swapping places. 2 medium runners. I think Carl's gained a couple of spots.
Gap.
A few position changes for the chicane. JJ's just powering off in front. Toby's looking at Dan. Toby's making the move on Dan. On the inside. Is Dan going to try and keep hold of it? Tries to fight it. Doesn't have the pace. Luke and Carl, Max and Luke again, same for the sprint race. Luke's on the medium side though, Max on the soft.
Yeah, it's that tyre offset. If you haven't warmed up your tyres quick enough in the formation lap, then medium tyres take a lap or two to sort of become good again. But the softs, they're just straight away off you can warm them up quite easily.
Yeah, it's trying to keep tyre temp off the softs, isn't it?
Yeah,
you can get them up that rapid. Luke is bottlenecking a few cars there, I think Airways. Chip wanting to get past Airways there, but just didn't have the pace. Everyone coming down that back straight. See the full grid in one shot there.
Coles out of DRS range now from Were.
As I say, big battle at the back here with Ross and Clay. He's got Nerf Pack Anderson all over him.
Yeah. Cars on the mediums, I think, are struggling a little bit at the start of the race.
So a couple of position changes. What did So Carl's up 3 on the mediums and Luke's down 1. So Carl will be happy with that, I think, for the time being.
He might lose it to Max though. Putting those softs to good use.
Yeah, these two have been at it all night.
Yeah, Luke sort of dropped behind him though. He's sort of 2 seconds behind Max. Which leaves him vulnerable to airways.
Just a couple of position changes, everyone. Like, no one's been outstanding on this first 3 laps. No one's lost a handful, so everyone's more or less where they started. And Curb's up 10
Gets
clean
past
that
Luke.
car.
Is Luke trying to try and get it back though? He's going up the inside. Oh, airways manages to stay ahead.
Yeah, Carl's dropped airways a bit on it.
I think that's because of Luke and airways fighting a little bit.
Wookie's just sat at the back of this, can't do anything.
If Cole can stay in Max's DRS, I think he's going to sort of be able to keep those tyres at a decent temp and maybe not wear them out too much. And then when everyone else starts wearing off, he'll be able to make up some places, I reckon.
Plus it's falling back. Every position scores a point, so it's all to fight for, really. Got Hound, Anderson and Webb down in 13th. Battling at the back.
Luke backing off, I think, to save the DRS so he can get it. We've got a yellow flag in sector 2. Oh, it's gone. Luke's going to go for a move up the inside of airways. Oh, it's just so hard to get the power on those tyres when they've got no more grip. And the softs are way more grippier at this point, I think.
Yeah, struggling to get temps up.
Probably around lap 6, lap 7, you'll start to see the softs start to struggle more.
Yeah, see how long they can drag the mediums out for. Do you reckon the mediums could do the full race unless you act like, because obviously you have got a pit, haven't you? So, but do you reckon
Yeah,
they
I
would
don't
be
think
able
the
to last
mediums
full
could do a
race?
full race.
No.
The hards possibly. If you were to pit now and put the hards on, I reckon you'd maybe get to the end. But then are they a good race tyre though?
Yeah, probably not.
Around this sort of track, I'd imagine they'd be quite good.
JJ's just pulling out in front, 2.3 seconds is full, so Dave nearly rear-ends Chip.
Anderson going for a move on the inside of the Hound. Oh. Who's going to get DRS? I think that might be Anderson's DRS yet. Managed to stay just behind him. Yeah, that's Anderson's place. He's kept that, well done. A good move.
It's back and Ross just behind them two. Ross does have the time penalty though. as I say, that
Everyone's sort of the
Anderson
same
gets his
amount of
own.
distance behind each other.
Who's that?
Everyone's the same amount of distance behind each other. They're all just within a second or sort of 2 seconds away.
Yep. Biggest gap's Carl, innit? Well, even there's one at the back there, Anderson, just under 4.
It's hard to pick which one to follow. There is a lot happening. We've got Toby, he's close enough to well anyway. Pick on with Toby, see what happens. Oh, that's Dan with a 3-second penalty.
That I can see not getting removed.
Yeah, I don't think that one was. That was a bit of a lunge from Toby, but well played. That was well spotted by Well anyway. They both made that through. Good. Well anyway's got it back.
Dragging Ware into the back of that, isn't it?
Who's going to make the plunge into the pits first, I wonder?
JJ's boxed, and the other 3 behind him, so well anyway, Toby's the only one that stays out. Well spotted, lad. Big lock-ups there going into the pits.
Yeah, I was literally following Toby and I saw the locking up on the right.
Most field of boxing. Anyone double stacking? Who's gonna...
Yeah, everyone's boxed except Toby and the medium runners. Oh, somebody, yeah, and Carl and Luke.
Strategy started to play take its toll on the race. Chip and Wookie think they can drag them soft tyres out a bit more. Toby did the opposite of everybody else there. Thought I'll try and get a good lap in clean air. I think you'd be silly.
I don't know if the tyre offset's going to make much of a difference though if it's only 1 or 2 laps.
No, I think he'd be silly not to come in at the end of this lap. Just thought it'd be a quick out, quick in lap.
When everyone pits like that, it's best
kind of
to pit
forced,
the
aren't
next
you?
lap. Yeah.
Oh, he's got a lift. Good couple of times going through that corner there, Toby. Having a bit of difficulty with the rears. Just Toby.
Just around a second to Carl. Those mediums starting to work a little bit, I think.
Toby drifts out wide and picks up the penalty. Them tyres.
No.
There was 1 lap too short
Yeah,
for
he comes
this.
in now.
So
I mean, to be fair, if he had pitted when everyone else did, I think there might have been a collision in the pit lane.
you
He
double
did well
stacking
to
and
stay
all
out.
sorts. It was a busy pit lane, that wasn't it?
Everyone decided to pit at the same time, I think. They followed JJ in.
So, people on the opposite strat, Carl and Luke, P1 and 2 at the moment, the only ones yet to pits other than Chip and Wookie.
Where's JJ?
JJ's up into P3.
Oh, he's got past Toby on the pitch.
Get on with Airways, he's
lost
fighting
out to
down.
Ware as well.
Toby, that extra lap.
Hitting the extra laps.
It's cost him 3 places. That it's got anyway, and I've got through. Oh dear.
Closest battle at the minute is Chip and Dave. A little gaggle of cars, Chip, Dave and Airways.
So that is the closest battle on track at the moment with these 3. Airways a tier 1 driver being chased by the 2 tier 3 drivers. Shows that
It's
the pace is
F2
does
definitely.
not matter.
No. That's what I like about these F2 races that this league does. It sort of
Oh, it opens it
puts
up so much.
it separates it. It's nice to see like people that are normally in tier 1 fighting against tier 3 drivers.
Yeah.
Sort of puts everyone at a level playing field. It's still the closest battle.
JJ 16 seconds off Carl, the leader. I think it's about 22 seconds. Well, I don't know, it might be less with these cars actually. Hound DNF'd as well. Didn't see Hound go off there. Fields spread out a bit after them pit stops.
Airways and Dave getting a bit close.
Just caught the back of that as Dave got the time penalty.
He loses 2 positions. The DRS on these cars is so powerful.
More than the F1.
Yeah.
Is it?
You have to use a mixture of ERS and DRS sometimes to get past. But you don't have ERS on these cars, it's just the engines and DRS. As soon as you open that rear wing and the person in front doesn't have it, you just sail past them.
Yeah, so you need to try and stay within that 1 second, isn't it? Easier said than done. And Wookie, I think Wookie's out, you know. Wookie's crashed. Right, is Wookie out of the race?
Oh, no way.
Go back out the back with Nerve Pack and Ross. 7 laps to go. They do go around
Nobody seems to have made any improvements on these tyres. They all sort of seem to be sticking around the same sort of time, except these 3. This chip goes up round, gets it done before the braking zone.
Dave breaks the walls later there. Airways for company just behind him, Verstappen. Sat at the back of the CDR train.
They've all been fighting. They've lost that time to Verstappen. He was a few seconds behind them before that.
Squabbling with each other.
You do lose a lot of time fighting. But when every position counts for a point.
Yeah, it's worth it, isn't it? Damn, on another 3 seconds. Right, so Carl and Luke decide to box. They only drop a couple of places. I thought they'd have come out just in front of Max. No,
Luke's boxed for soft. Did he have damage?
No, Carl's boxed for softs as well. They just dropped a
Maybe
load
the
of
mediums
places.
aren't lasting as long as you think.
No. Are these
I don't know, will anyone else pick for softs?
Just the 2 leaders, just the opposite track guys.
Well, they were on the mediums before, weren't they? The Luke
Yeah.
and Carl.
Mm.
They did quite a long stint on those tyres. I would have 11 laps.
Yeah, with the leaders, JJ back at the front. Well, anyway, in second, just under a second.
Verstappen looking to go around the outside of Airways. still side by side going through. I'll give you the corner names, but I don't know them or the
Don't
numbers.
think it's got any lad this one. Don't think it has.
Doesn't tell me what the corner numbers are either. I don't know. One of them.
I know one, and that's it.
Yeah, turn 1 and 2 maybe. But they count some of them as that. Some of the corners aren't even corners. They're just a little kink, and they count it as a corner.
Yeah. Full Sunday's got back past Chip. These two just swapping positions at the moment. Wab will be wanting to make the move. Airways has dropped back slightly from these two.
Yeah, he's lost a couple of positions.
Don't think anyone's got damaged this week. Been quite a clean race as Folsom, Dave and Chip swap once again. Is Webb going to try? And Dave, no, but
No, he's given it. He's left it. A smart move that was. It wasn't far enough just alongside, I don't think. And Dave braked quite late for that corner by the looks of things.
Yeah, I've seen him twice and he looks like it's 100 yards later than everybody else.
Yeah.
Getting it stick though, but who's that going into this hairpin? That's Wab. Chip just picks up the 3 seconds.
Makes it all even Stevens between them now.
Wab just needs to hold on to the back of these if he could gain a couple of spots.
Yeah.
Weak on them softs will be punchy though in a couple of laps, I think. 4 laps to go. 1.4 seconds out in front. JJ to well anyway.
Yeah, Luke's joined the end of this little fight now, I think.
Yeah, them soft tyres.
Can he get past them?
As Mechanical leaves the session. Have you got Mechanicals, offend you?
Yeah.
Do you want to invite him back, Rapid? I think it might have kicked him that. As we go down the back straight, Airways defends against Nerf Pack. He's right at the start of that straight.
Won't let me send him an invite yet.
I think I'll send it, lad. Hopefully he joins in time. Luke's made the move on Wab. Them soft tyres. And Folsom Dave just goes off track and picks up a penalty in the process. Still fighting with Chip for P8. As Chip goes off track.
So disheartening, especially when you've done a good race and then you get a 3-second penalty towards the end of the race.
Yeah.
It's normally when I get mine, to be fair, when I'm fighting, and then you get your penalty, and it just is. It really does puts you off wanting to race again.
Yeah. It's like me on Sunday, bro, crashing 3 laps to go at Jeddah, fuming.
I've spun it on the last lap, winning the race before.
Never pick the pad up again, bro.
I've spun it on the safety car restart as well, leading the race. That was funny. That was embarrassing.
I'm guessing that's no traction.
Yeah.
So easy with no traction control on that. It's insane.
It was the first time I'd ever led a race, and I was doing a safety car, and yeah, I decided to go on the straight. It was in Brazil, and I just went sideways and hit the wall, and that was me DNF'd. Oh. Dave caught too much curb on that corner.
That allowed
and
Labs
he's
to
lost
get
2
through.
positions in.
No Fandango just getting past Max as Max goes very wide there. Max hasn't got a time penalty, I don't know. 2 out in front still with no penalties, keeping it clean, keeping it in the white lines. To be fair, most people below him do have penalties, so it wouldn't really matter if Chip picks up another 3 seconds. Savaganda at the... Scott Ware and Toby on 3, Dan on 6, Chip Hazard on 9 seconds, Force and Dave's got 6, Clay 3 and Ross has got 6 at the back. Has that allowed? Mechanical is not joined. I think his PlayStation had a bit of a brain fart, mate.
Yeah, it might have gone a bit doolally and not let him join. That's unfortunate.
It did it on mine last week.
His race isn't here anyway. He's doing all right in the championship for the F1.
Yeah, yeah. Up there in tier 2 is getting podiums nearly every week. I'm seeing in the Mercedes. So
yeah, it's a shame that I can't be there to sort of try and knock him off a peg or two. Not that I'd do it. To be fair, he's consistently beat me, which is really frustrating. It's always been a place as well. It's not even fair. He's just one place ahead of me, and it's been quite close. And then obviously my wheel gave up and haven't been able to join in. So
that's gutting, isn't it? Gutted.
He's quite a quick driver. His old mechanical.
I wonder if Luke's softs are starting to go off already, because Chip's just made the move on the mediums.
Yeah, he's pushed a bit too hard, I think. Too many quali style laps. Been doing quite
pushed,
quick sectors, to be fair.
Yeah, mechanical cannot rejoin. Wookie's internet went as well. Jesus Christ. Bit of bad luck tonight for some of the lads. Luke wants to get that place back from Chip.
Yeah, he's close enough to do it down this straight now, I reckon. So, Dave's out. What happened to Dave?
Not too sure.
He gets the move done before the braking zone. Wabstappen's right there though. He's not going away.
Oh, he's keeping Chip honest there on this final lap.
Yeah.
Well, penultimate lap.
Yeah, and I think that might have been the commentator's curse now, because he's dropped off a little bit.
Chip's not giving this up on Luke. Even
No,
though he's got that
he's
fine
still
penalty, he
fighting
wants
it.
that. JJ still out in front by 1.5 seconds. Led the race. Boxed. Come out and then the leader box. Gained his first position again. Well, anyway, as I say, that picks up a 3-second time penalty.
No, it doesn't really affect him. He's
Nope.
6 seconds
Top
out in
three.
front of Were.
Top 3 all have. Second, third and fourth all got time penalties.
It's Carl, Max, Luke, Wabstappen, Airways, and Nerf, and Mechanical, obviously without any penalties.
Easy to say he's not got them, isn't it?
Yeah. I might just give him one anyway. But I'll add it to the next race. Chip and Luke still fighting hard. Oh, Wabstappen's there now. He's a lot closer to Chip this time round. Can he get that position on the last lap?
Can they both get the move done?
Oh,
Oh, big contact there. it clean, lads. Final corners.
Yeah, let's not lose positions now.
In the middle of all that, JJ's took the win. Well, anyway, takes P2. Word takes the final spot on the podium. See
This
if
is a good
crosses
little
the line
battle.
first out of these three. Chip just pulls that tiny bit.
Oh, he misses the apex.
Oh, he
And
nearly loses it. Chip
he
on the
gets it.
final thing. Beats Luke. However, loses the position with
Drops
the
down
time
to 11th
penalties.
place because of the penalties. That was a good little fight though between the three of them.
Yeah, it was top that. Good little battle towards the end. It all started to null out a bit.
Those softs not doing as good for Luke as I reckon he hoped they would.
No, he lost quite a few places in the pit stop. And it's the risk you run with the opposite strategy, though, isn't it? It's one of them.
Yeah, you stay out a lap later than everyone else, you're always gonna be on the back foot.
Just ended up in the middle of that gaggle of cars and couldn't get through. JJ on the top step once again for the feature race.
Yeah, I didn't really spend much time with JJ. He was sort of out in the front. Not a lot really happened. The fighting was a lot further back.
So, is your final results? This is telling me well anyway, got the...
That's the added points together, innit?
So, JJ, well anyway, and we're on the podium. Well in, lads. Alright, send them lads quick invites. Good race that. They soon fly around though, don't they, lad?
Yeah. It's different watching it than it is from sitting there because you sort of, yeah, there's a lot more going on than there is just from my cockpit when I'm sat in the car.
So it was JJ. Who's that? WAP. How about Oh, yeah, 1 second. Just invite these. Welcome, JJ.
1 second, mate, sort my mic out. Can you hear me any better now?
Yeah, I could hear you sound
Can you
anyway,
in the
mate, don't
first
worry.
place?
Oh, sometimes it's playing up, mate.
Just wait for the other two.
Oh.
Mm.
Looks like it might just be you again, JJ.
Ah, well.
None of the other guys are joining at the minute. So we'll get on to you, lad. P1, here in podium interview again, lad. How do you reckon your race went?
I was pissed off, to be honest, from the sprint race. I
That's
got
a
through.
fine, he swore.
Eh?
That's a fine, you swore.
Oh well.
Do what the FIA do and fine drivers for swearing.
Yeah.
I'm
I
Hello.
was
Welcome,
let him go first.
Thank you.
Yeah, JJ wants you to go, so welcome to the podium interview. You get much practice done, or is that just raw pace you're showing there, mate?
I do about the same amount of practice every single F2 race. I get about 30-40 laps in time trial, couple of 10-lap races. But I've always felt comfortable in F2, but I've always bottled it in the qualifyings. Always. It's always a stupid track limits or something like that that's cost me. So to get a solid lap on and then get in a battle with JJ at the front felt good.
Nah, good racing yourself. You started P3, so up there from the beginning. That's the thing with one-shot qualies, mate. One little off, and that's your lap ruined.
Yeah, it showed in the sprint. I started P4, sprint put me 7th, I think. And then first lap, wing damage, and the car's just become, like, undrivable as soon as you get a bit of wing damage. Kept it clean, feature race. Yeah, first podium, I'm happy with it.
Even with wing damage, you were still fighting and able to keep your own. And that was in the sprint you got the wing damage, wasn't it?
Yeah, literally first lap. I can't remember what happened. I think it was maybe down into the first hairpin. Everyone bunched up. I braked that little bit later and just tapped someone, and that were it. Just broken front wing. Had to try go for it.
You can't
ultimately, me and JJ had a coming together. No hard feelings there. I'm nursing wing damage. We all know how fast JJ is in F2s. It was only a matter of time before he got past me anyway. So it was just one of them. It were a really good race. I'm just buzzing to get my first podium.
Nah, you deserve it, mate, because the last few races, I think you've messed your quali up, but you've made loads of positions in the races, so that quali lap that started you up the field just helped you to keep in front of the guys behind, really.
It was the same in Saudi. Track I was very fast at. Ended up getting from, I think it was 17th to 4th before a bit of an incident.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, but that shows the pace I've got in F2. I can't emulate that in F1 for some reason. But more practice, I'm sure it'll come to me.
Yeah, fair play, lad. Well, congratulations with the podium, lad.
Thank you.
Move on to JJ. Here again.
Yeah, mate. Just getting back to before had there come on. I was fucked off from the sprint. Sorry, I've done it again. Even worse this time. You could tell I still got the I went through everybody and then I got up to the leading group, and I was just behind Colpy, and as he's come off the first corner, I don't know what happened to his car. It looked like he slightly lost a bit of traction, come off the curb, and I've just literally tapped the back of him as I'm getting on my power as well, and it spun me round. Literally spun me round, and I'm like, oh no, all that hard work for nothing. Then I come back through. I didn't know Nat had wing damage, and everyone that I was going through the whole race, going through the corner where we've come together, have been going flat out through the corner, and I didn't know he had wing damage at all. So I was on the inside, and he slowed down unexpectedly, and I've just tagged his rear tyre. There's not a lot else I could have done differently, to be honest. But with the sprint out of the way, the feature was just make sure I'm first after the first corner, and then just build a manageable gap. which is what I did. I boxed a lap earlier than what I was planning to because I could see people at the track map, see how far in front of I didn't come out behind any cars. And
Yeah, you triggered the pit stop, the mass pit stops. I think like literally you pitted and everyone followed you in.
yeah, and then
Apart from 3 drivers.
And I was so scared because I haven't done any practice pit stops with the F2 cars, and I've had I think at Bahrain I got a 10-second penalty in the main, which lost me it. So I just wanted to I think I had a 3-second gap going in, come out 2.5, and he got it down to 1.1. But then I know by the time he done that, I noticed where I was losing time, and it was out of turn 2 into turn 3. I was going up to 5th gear too early, losing about a tenth in there. So I started gaining the tenth in there, and I was gaining about a tenth and a half the corner before the last corner, just going flat out in 4th. So I just had to manage that. And once I knew I could get that back up, because he got in my DRS for a little bit, I think for like half a lap, and then just keep him off, and then I managed to do that. And it was so hard though, man, because originally I couldn't do it. I tried it in a practice, it didn't really help me. Tough to keep him off my back, and it was just get the pole again and take the win, extend me lead. So
Yeah, well, you certainly did that, mate. Definitely helped your
It was a
chances
good race.
in that title challenge. Can you make it 4 out of 4 with Paul next week? We'll find out, isn't it?
it depends where it is. Where is it?
Not got a clue.
Well, that helps. I don't know. Like I say, it's just I didn't have a lot of practice this week. I literally at R3 this afternoon.
Fair one.
Yeah, I have 2 or 3 days. The F2 cars I normally go flat out as much as I can.
Good, mate. Good. Top race. That went round faster than expected. Quite close battles again. I think it's the cars that help the close battling.
Yeah, there's no ERS management or anything like that, so it's just focusing on one thing and one thing only. So it's a lot easier to manage, to be fair.
It is if you was driving F1 cars, it'd be a lot easier because the cars are. These cars aren't. These cars are. They're like tanks, mate.
They've got no grip and they've got no downforce and they don't stop.
I don't know if you noticed. I couldn't stop at chicane. I was struggling.
Yeah, they're not easy cars to sort of get on with, especially when you've driven F1 for X amount of years or whatever, and then go to an F2 car. It's weird. They don't drive the same. You think they drive better than an F1 car, being smaller. You know, slower, a bit more nimble, but they're completely opposite.
Yeah, all your braking's got to be done in a straight.
Yeah, you can't. As soon as you touch the wheel and brake in, it just locks up or you skid.
But
I'm not quick in these cars.
Well, it takes. Listen, man. Like we've done it. Like I was saying to Jimmy last week, done it a few years ago. Once you've driven them once, they don't. The game hasn't really changed on them, to be honest. Handling slightly, but the car still feels very simple.
Yeah.
Once you get used to driving them and being able to have the confidence to put your foot. That's the hardest thing in these. Having the confidence to put your foot. Once you get that, it's alright. But the
they're quite easy to lose.
Yeah, the concentration's got to be there every
yeah.
lap. And when you've got someone that's 2.5 seconds behind out of the pits and makes it to just under a second,
you don't blink. You drive around doing 3 or 4 laps and your eyes are dry.
Yeah. When he's that close, and I'm thinking, right, just because I know if he gets in my DRS, he's probably gonna get me. So I just thought, right, just keep doing it. Where you're losing time, make it up there. It's just nice. I'm sweating now. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Right, we'll round that up for us tonight. Well done, JJ. I'm sure I'll speak to you again shortly.
Yeah, well done, Nat.
Thank you very much.
Well done, lad. So, Formula 2, round 3, that wasn't it? But JJ extends his lead out in front, I think. So, hopefully we'll see you next week. Round 4 in, I don't know where round 4 is, but we'll have a look at that. Nice
Miami.
one, Nibs. Nice one, Nibs, for
Miami.
joining in for tonight.
Oh, Miami,
That's
lovely
right. I'm
job.
sure I'll be back again next week.
Yeah, man. Right, see you later, boys.
Thank you,
Have a
fellas.
good
Bye bye.
week. No
Take
worries,
care.
mate.
Bye.
Take care,
See you
lads.
later.
See you soon.
Nat, I'll send you my. Oh, he's gone.
See you later, mate.